Today we are decoding a complex but incredibly important topic for UPSC, that is the Rwanda DRC conflict and the US mediated peace deal. Why is a conflict in Central Africa so crucial to global geopolitics? How is the US using diplomacy to secure access to critical minerals for electric vehicles and semiconductors? We'll break down the historical roots of the genocide, the spillover into the Democratic Republic of Congo, the role of militias like FDLR and M23, and most importantly, the US strategic goal in mediating this peace agreement. Stay tuned, this is not just a current affair topic, but also a case study in international relations, resource diplomacy. Let's dive into the topic. This is the fourth lecture in the series of international relations, which we have recently launched on a YouTube channel. So let's start with the topic. As shown in the map, Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda share borders with each other. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda have reached a US brokered agreement aimed at reducing long-standing violent conflict in eastern Congo. The deal is designed to improve regional stability while enabling American companies and the US government to secure reliable access to the region's valuable mineral resources essential for modern technologies. Thus, the deal is important for the American companies so they can access the mineral rich zone of the DRC. Thus, it is important to know the background of the conflict between Democratic Republic of Congo and the Rwanda. Rwanda has two major ethnic groups, that is Hutu, which is majority in population. Second is Tutsi, that is minority traditionally elite class. As Africa was dominated by the colonial legacy, so Tutsis favored Belgian rule, which created deep resentment among Hutus. And the outcome was it resulted in escalated ethical tensions which culminated in the 1994 genocide. What is 1994 genocide? In 1994, after the assassination of Rwandan president, that is Juvenal Habyarimana, which was a Hutu, a radical Hutu militias launched a mass slaughter. Over 8 lakh Tutsis and moderate Hutus were killed in 100 days, which led to the 1994 genocide. How the Rwanda genocide led to the spillover into the Democratic Republic of Congo. First is post-genocide exodus. Hutu perpetrators and civilians fled to Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Second is intra-Hamwe elements, that is, it formed democratic forces for the liberation of Rwanda. And you must know what is intra-Hamwe. It is a brutal paramilitary force responsible for the 1994 genocide. Thus, the FDLR activity is based in DRC, which conducts cross-border attacks to destabilize Rwanda's Tutsi-led government. What is the Rwanda's response to it? It considers FDLR as a national security threat, which has conducted cross-border operations in Democratic Republic of Congo, citing self-defense. Rwanda has accused DRC of violating its sovereignty, and it has alleged support for M23 rebel group to counter FDLR. So thus it becomes important to know from the UPSC perspective, Rwanda has formed an M23 rebel group in order to counter FDLR. Rwanda has also maintained influence over mineral-rich eastern DRC. Recently, US has mediated between Rwanda and DRC, which has resulted in peace deal between both the nations. Thus, it becomes important to know the provisions of Rwanda-DRC peace deal. It is mediated by United States in Washington, D.C. The goal is to restore stability in eastern DRC and prevent cross-border conflict. There will be a ceasefire, thus both sides to immediately end hostilities and armed operations. Militia support. Both countries pledge to withdraw any direct or indirect support to groups like M23, which Rwanda supports, and FDLR. Diplomatic approach. It emphasizes dialogue and regional cooperation for disputes. Last is sovereignty. It reaffirms respect for national borders and non intervention in internal affairs. Lastly, you must know, why did the US mediate the Rwanda DRC peace deal? As we say in international politics, national interest is more important than anything. Thus, mineral wealth has attracted USA because Eastern DRC has cobalt, coltan, lithium, rare earth metals which are essential for electric vehicles, semiconductors and renewable energy. Second is investment opportunity. If there will be a peace, it will enable US companies to invest in mining and infrastructure. Third is strategic goal. It reduces dependence on China for the critical minerals. Lastly, it enhances America's soft power and it reclaims US image as a global peace broker. If you find this explanation useful for your UPSC preparation, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to ETIS PCS for more enriched content. Thank you.